And what are we even doing? I don't even know. Relay my encounter with James to those who need to hear. So the big thing with James telling us what happened, we know about Harry. We're gonna confront Harry. So we're gonna have to answer those questions. Be like, what are you gonna do? And I'm still gonna say condemn. Because that's not the other. We're not doing the other route right now. I can't deal with that. No, thank you. The music is like so quiet that like OBS doesn't even know that's playing. There's like the slightest like bells. But, well, let's skip. We're telling people about James. Hey, Piper. You know I'm right? I'm right about what? Oh, because we're fighting. Okay. What if we attack her? We yielded before. We'll attack her. We were already in a fight. We're training. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't remember what happened before, but I seized the moment, taking advantage of her smug satisfaction. Swing upward with my staff, that angle terrible, but not entirely useless as it serves its purpose, hitting hers out of her hands. I jump up, brushing dirt and leaves and whatever other crap lives in the Lunarian forest from my trousers, watching as Piper holds up her hands in defeat, her chest heaving. I love that, like, the further you get into this game, the more, like, the narrator just doesn't give, like, like a shit. Like a crap. One flying fuck. Like, the amount they're just like, whatever other crap lives in this stupid shitty town. She eyes her staff, but it's too far away for her to reach. Do you yield? Oh, is she blushing? She's blushing. Girl, why are you blushing? Piper steps closer, taking my weapon in her hands and shoving. She scoffs, but her tone is playful when she responds.
You got lucky.
She's blushing! Why are you blushing? Don't set Willenheim on me now, will ya? I laugh at her, and she drops her hands. Playtime over. So what did you actually come here for then? About the thing. Nothing could ever excuse it. We're just gonna get through this. Aw. Because, yeah, he killed his husband indirectly, but still imagine that. I can't imagine it. I think about August knowing with everything I have that I could never hurt them. It's not like, yeah, that was indirect, but like, it is his fault, and then, I don't know, he was there. I'm like 90% sure he was like there. It's not okay. It's not okay. I love them too much. Yeah, I sure hope so, based on what happened before. We're approaching it. Beck, hey, Lux. Do we not know her? Did we not meet? Yeah, okay, so I guess since we're not, what, Finn is the reason that we don't know her? Because we met her earlier because she's friends with Raven, and since we're not with Finn, we don't really know Raven that well. So, yeah, because we met her after we slept with Finn. Right. Yes, I see. Something in that single movement, not to mention her attire and the pistols that decorate her holster, suggests she's a trained fighter. But when she meets my eyes, there's only curiosity there, not wariness. Raven is dating Lux? I thought so. Wasn't sure. But I thought so. I remember Harry mentioning a guard who works at the Abec sometimes. Lux or Raven's partner. Perhaps this is her. Yeah, they don't really, like, clarify that in Finn's route. It was just, like, kind of, like, implied. Like, obviously, but, like, you know, wasn't sure. Hunter second place Apex champ, I assume. I nod, offering her a small smile. She appraises me for a moment, and then her wariness fades. She sticks out a hand with great enthusiasm and grins from ear to ear when I take it. It's nice to finally meet you. Maddie, hello. How are you doing? Welcome in. Likewise, may I enter? She inclines her head and steps aside, arms crossed. I'm not gonna stop you. I give her a polite nod and quickly move along, able to feel her eyes on my back until the door swings shut and spares me from her attention. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. Just been chilling for the most part. Just been hanging out, you know. Alright, so we're gonna talk to Omen and Elaine. The expression on his face is sincerely, almost insultingly sympathetic.
You didn't come to pray.
Yeah, I didn't. Because we've talked about this before. Boof, we're tired. I mean, aren't we all just always tired? Jag probably wouldn't be so tired if he wouldn't stay up until like 4 AM every day playing when the night comes, but I guess that's just my influence. I guess it's my fault. I guess that's my problem. I shouldn't figure he's not one of us. How about you just shush? Shush! I wasn't playing when the night comes until 4 AM yesterday. How long were you awake yesterday? I was only watching you play it since 1 AM. Glad it's the weekend. You got anything planned, Maddie? Forgot it's the weekend. I have no idea the days of the week. I just like have a feeling in my gut that I'm like supposed to stream. Not sure what day it is, but just like at that time I'm like, oop, gotta stream. Don't know what day it is though. Influenza.
Whatever you want to apologize for, it's not necessary. All to be free from my father.
I don't understand why we can't skip this. It's like exactly the same. Yeah.
I think you asked a question meant for a hunter. You destroy creatures when they hurt others, but you must know that all creatures are capable of harm and of evil.
Yeah, like we've already like been through this. Ames plays game, we all play game. Is that true? I know a lot of people have picked up Apex because of me, and that's not like me like stroking my own ego like people have told that to my face. But like, is that true? Is that true? I need to be careful then. My influence is too strong.
Is it wiser for you to kill someone because of its potential to do harm? Or kinder for you to not bet its life on your fear? Either way, I don't think this is what you really want to know.
I don't want to know because I already know. Why can't I skip?
My sister and I have friends in this town. People we—
Yes, I know. I know you have friends.
But I'm sure you'll do whatever you think best.
I will do what I think is best.
You seek the advice of a demon.
I do seek your advice.
I would need much older eyes to see something so vast.
My
father would know. Perhaps that's why he doesn't understand.
I feel so bad cutting them off, but like we know. It just doesn't let me skip it. How many copies from you? I think it was just Jag and Jenna. Isn't that always how it starts? Can we skip? Oh, we can't skip this because we didn't originally tell Omen that we were going to confront. We told him that we were gonna sympathize, and he was just like, the fuck? So this is actually new. This is actually new. I have to confront him soon as he shows his face. Where is my mouse? Okay. We can't allow this to continue. One day I'm gonna hit space and like be clicked on OBS and it's just gonna like end the stream. Somehow I played it for 50 hours. Yeah. I don't know how you did that, Jag. But GG, I guess. No, it can't.
It won't be easy. I'd rather you not have to stand before him on your own with no backup.
I suspect August will be present. They need closure more than I do. But I don't think you should do anything anyway. If you're sure, I'm sure. Harry is an old, wily soldier. I'd rather not confront him with him knowing that I have your ear if he doesn't know of our involvement already. As Piper's route took you 25 hours. You just kept looking at the pictures though. It took us like, I don't remember. I don't remember. You can like look in the highlights of the stream. It took us a little bit, but it always takes longer to stream a game than it would when you're just like playing it on your own. In 2 days. 17 hours for me. How'd you spend so much time in, in her route? Jesus. I should go. Shaking my head, I step away. And then turn and head for a door. Suddenly, the church feels too oppressive. Yep. To be fair, Omen like is still like kind of like judging me no matter what option I choose.
Assuming a hell of a lot, aren't you? But you're right enough. You're about the only exciting thing left in this goddamn town.
Snares in Voidy. Unlike me, who was just screaming in Voidy for like 17 hours. What debacle are we talking about, actually? No, I was just talking about, like, him and what happened to him.
So, listen.
Yeah, I know.
No, he just self-expresses better is all.
Yes, I know.
What do they say? Effort shows affection or something?
I know you care about me. I know.
I didn't think you would. In fact.
Yeah, we've already been through this. I'll confront him. I'm a general, and though he's my superior, because this is actually new. I feel like I was mostly staring at Piper. You did have to speedrun that section. I feel like we didn't even speedrun it. Like, I don't know how long we were in that section with Finn and Ezra, but for August, we were in that section for like 20 minutes. Is that considered a speedrun? I didn't even read like all of it. Like with Finn and Ezra, like it wasn't like I still like kind of read it. I skipped over a little bit of it, but like for the August thing, I like skipped over all of it because it was like paragraphs. Like it's just paragraphs. That doesn't mean Hunter's business is for his 4 ears. That's rough, buddy. Thanks, Alcar. That's rough, buddy. I'm sorry. Should you be? He dragged you into this knowing full well you were just an easy blame for something he's explicitly done. Yeah, he for sure fucking did, and you won't catch me red-handed doing the same thing, blaming people not part of his pyramid of shit. I thought he was saying, like, not part of this pyramid scheme. Like, is this technically a pyramid scheme? Gives me some peace of mind, at least till it actually fucking happens. Yeah, we told Alcar that we were gonna sympathize, and he, like, said nothing. He was just like, bitch. And he left, like, he did not like that answer. What would you have done if I said I understand where he came from and side with him? The possibility is ridiculous, but my curiosity burns, stings. And if we're already ass deep in this kind of tense talk, what is one more match to the flames? Ass deep. Then you would be of what I expected. Ooh, boy, I've no faith in hunters, save maybe 2 or 3, and that won't change with your stellar example. But from me to you, thanks.
Well, I'd better go and put more drinks on somebody else's tab before this town starts missing me.
Oh boy, Jag. Do you mean drinking just like drinking water, or are you just like crying to open some cider and looking at pictures of Piper? Hi, Ezra. I guess this will be different. Maybe slightly, not entirely different, just because we're not dating him. Drinking water, okay. Alright, he's making me some tea. He did that before. I assume Gus will be with you when you meet with Harry, so I imagine you and them will be more incapable of handling anything he tries to throw at you. This is the same. And I've been meaning to ask, if you don't mind, of course. He stares me down with those wide, wise eyes. There we go. Approach him. Yeah. Wait, did I click on the wrong one? No, I did. MC is just kind of being being contemplative, I guess, which I totally was, but not anymore. And apparently it's the one from August Halloween mini story, and I didn't even notice I got that. I do want to play the mini stories, but we won't be playing that today.
You'll be careful, won't you? Promise me that.
I'll do my best. Here comes Finn. Will this be different? Yeah, this is different because I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this, but good for them, though. I'm not part of it, but good for them. No spoilers, Jack! He immediately goes to Ezra, drawn to him like a moth to a flame, and he presses a quick chaste kiss to his lips. And I'm just standing there being like, the fuck? Every time there's knocking at the door. It's not even at the door, it's at like underneath the floorboards. They lace their fingers, standing close, and Finn turns his attention to me.
I came as soon as I sensed you were here.
Aves is on their way to see August. Finn crinkles his nose at that, apparently unimpressed.
I was hoping I could steal you away for a little while, actually. Not for anything nefarious. Fiyero simply longs to speak to you.
Oh?
I'm not sure. He's not exactly a man of many words. If he's asked for you, then I'd take it that he has at least something to tell you.
He definitely isn't just wanting a friendly chat, that's for sure.
I'm avoiding going to see August. I love that even when you're like dating them, you're just like, no, don't want to see them. Like, I understand it's more like, I don't want to see Harry. I don't want to have to deal with these things that I have to do. But it's always just like, I don't want to see August. You'll return, I always do, don't I? That's nice. Come then, Ames, into the hole you go. Ezra and I both look at him with blank expressions, and Finn merely rolls his eyes, sighs, and ushers me onwards. It's good to know that even when I'm not involved, you're still weird towards me. Makes me feel special, I guess. Wait. You said something in me that I didn't like. Why? It's not like he asked me, like, what to do. I don't know if that's the same or not. I'm just like, what? Finish drinking. I will drink. Yes, I will drink. Thank you. I didn't drink last time. That's nice. Yeah. Woo, get drunk. Thanks. Alright, you missed me being drunk. Yes, I remember. One day, maybe. Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. I can't help but know this.
Something plagues you.
Something usually does plague me. He smirks when I raise a single brow almost accusingly, as if it isn't obvious what plagues me. I mean, would you like to discuss? I shrug as if things that bother me aren't completely earth-shattering.
You shouldn't have to. It isn't fair, what you've had to endure. But you were the strongest and most capable hunter I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. And I have known many in my time.
What do you intend to say, the dear Herald? Talking about how I got rid of Levi, hello. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm just like, well, all of this is the same.
One day, hopefully soon, we'll be free from the shackles of all this corruption. I'll bring order to Lunaris. Or I guess I'll at least die trying. I've never been very good at quitting.
Fair. Let me see what's in the log. Yeah, this isn't too far ahead. It's just like I find them in the office. Okay, I see. I just like want to go back for like contacts. Like the other stuff doesn't matter, but like this, I feel like we'll be here for a little bit, so it'll probably be nice to know what's going on because I kind of forget. I'm staring at stuff. There's parchment. What is it?
Take your pick. Reports, complaints,
Ah,
and all of the petty
right.
bureaucratic bullshit that Harry usually deals with.
Alright, they said that they would, like, take care of that while he was away, gone, doing whatever it is he was doing. Yep. I so graciously offered to take some of his work off his hands when James passed. Aren't I kind? I truly long for a day where I see them well rested and appreciated. That day will not come until all of this is over, and I'll be damned if I'm going to sit back and watch the person I love martyr themselves.
Stop it with that look.
See? Moda, hello. Hello. Thank you for the raid. How was it? Also, thank you for subscribing for 6 months. The alert, it didn't go off, but hi. There it is.
Mutabo Elo, we have come in a raid to say hello Elo.
Hello,
Mutabo
hello.
love.
Moda, thank you for the raid. I cannot speak. We are playing a visual novel, so I say lots of words, and I don't know what any of them mean. But thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well. I do have a raid video for you, so here you go. Appa says hello. Appa also asks, how are you doing? Subscribe to see me fail at Apex. Oh, I just ate the raw fish. I'm really sad now.
I saw you eat it.
I'm gonna vomit. Mama, ooh, why'd you kill me in electrical? Why did everyone walk past? No. Back off. No. 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 Like, do I want to see your butt? Maybe.
Nice. I need to. Fuck.
You need to what?
I got scared.
Where are all my fish, Jack? Those were my fish. I caught all those fish. That's my sashimi. You also took the sashimi that I made out of the fridge. That's mine. For my ex-husband who got passed out in my house. Those are my sashimi. Those were, and I cannot stress this enough, my sashimi. I caught all those fish. Leaves with nosebleed, returns the sashimi yelling. Well, at least the sashimi didn't cause the nosebleed, but I do hope you're okay, Maddie. But Moda, thank you again for the raid. I really do appreciate it. We are in our second playthrough of this visual novel, and so like we're skipping over stuff and we're also near the end. So if you expect to understand anything, you probably won't because we are near the end. We will never let Jag forget. Jag always tries to say, I did not steal your fish, I just took the sashimi or whatever, or I didn't steal the sashimi, I just took the fish. I don't know. Either way, he stole everything out of my fridge, and he also stole my life. So what's up with that, Jag? I'll figure it out. I never expect to understand. Fair. And Maddie, you've been here since the beginning. So there's that. But we are currently talking to August, who is this lovely person here, and they're saying, telling me to stop looking at them with this look, but, you know, we're about to get into a confrontation with someone that they had high regards for, but turns out to be a piece of garbage. So, welcome into pain. You chose a good time to raid. In this game, I only expect horny. Well, there's no horny right now. It's gonna be really sad, actually, so no horny, only sad. Probably horny near the end of the game, though, so guess you're not wrong, but well, I huff an incredulous laugh, genuinely wondering exactly what way I'm looking at them that offends them so. Care to elaborate? Don't be weird. August clears their throat, clearly at war with their thoughts as they push away from their desk and avert their gaze from my curious eyes. They run their fingers over the spines of the spellbooks upon their shelves, and I feel compelled to go to them, as I always do. I see a grin spread instantly across their face as I press close, urging them to look at me with a gentle hand upon their chin. August, don't be coy. Tell me. They're sweet, if we could just forget what happened last stream. They're sweet. They're sweet. They're sweet together. I gotta head off for a bit and appease my stomach, BRB. Please go get some food, do what you need to do to take care of yourself after streaming, and that goes for anybody who may have come in with the raid as well. Take care of yourselves. I'll just be here reading. Enjoy the foods. Gone is the fierceness that they just exuded, and is replaced by that perfect vulnerability that I've come to adore. They lean into my hands as it moves to cup their jaw, and I feel their cheeks heating beneath my fingertips.
I missed you is all. Silly, I know. It's only been a day, but it's been a long one. You seem to be the only thing that can possibly combat my sour moods these days.
I am in love with you, anyway. Eat something other than those mini chocolates. Mini chocolates sound so good, but do get something else to eat. And also hydrate. Also hydrate. Their smile is lopsided, exhaustion clouding their features. I try to contain my smile, but my affection for August overwhelms me. And what did you do before I came along? A little linger, of course. They lean closer, their bottom lip tugged invitingly between their teeth, looking at me like I'm the very thing that could quench an insatiable thirst. MC, not everybody is dehydrated. Not everybody is dehydrated all the time. Also, stop flirting because you're about to get like really sad in a second.
Such power you hold over me, making me feel this way.
Well, we are the Dembos, so makes sense that we'd work well together. They stop themselves, lashes dipping shyly when I step closer, and they plant a firm palm against my chest. Though, they put little pressure on me, still letting me move in. We shouldn't. You're right, we shouldn't. You're right, we should not. But we're gonna do it anyway because discretion has never been our strong suit, so we shouldn't. But my craving for August overrules any rational thought. Just a kiss then. You look like you need one. They exhale, leaning back against the bookcase. MC's body pinning them in place as they drag their palm down their chest, settling it upon their waist. Just a kiss. Yes, just a kiss. Like, you're about to, like, be really upset in, like, 10 minutes. Just a kiss. Okay. August makes a sound when their lips meet, their hands trembling as they fight to hold themselves upright. Yes. I almost forget why I'm here. I shouldn't do that. I should remember why I'm here. Constantly losing myself to their raw affection. You, like, something serious is about to happen. Stupid. Imagine if I passed out and someone called me an ambulance and they turned up to... No. Maddie, one, if you're feeling really lightheaded and stuff, like, go take care of yourself, do what you need to do, and please do not let that happen. Like, one, don't pass out. I'm concerned. Two, don't let ambulance people come in and see the stream in the background. And no choking. Just no. Just no. No. But take care of yourself. God damn. Alright. I told them just a kiss and now they're making out. Be like that. Be like that sometimes. They feel some sort of way. And there's this sentence that we all had to read together. August. Their eyes are still closed when I pull away, but slowly they open, black with the barest hint of a vivid violet rim. My self-control surprises even me. Right. We part, and August runs their hands over the front of their tunic, straightening their sash. They tuck a fallen lock of hair behind their ear and make for their desk. I watch them carefully. Our intimacy has obviously afforded them some minor form of relief, their posture noticeably more relaxed. But I just want you to know you're going to be okay. You're working yourself to the bone. Another dismissive wave of their hand, and I gather that I'm not gonna get much more than that out of them. I'll be fine, Ames. I have to be, don't I? A quiet knock at the door grabs our attention, and a timid junior pokes their head around the frame, awkwardly raising their hand at August. General Wellingham? They raise their brow at him, their impatience clear. What? You asked me to let you know when Lieutenant General returned while he's in his office. I just saw him. Thank you, recruit. You can go now, and do not tell anyone what I asked of you. Yep. We are not ready! Or that we don't want this, True.
I need to know how you feel about all of this before...
Oh.
I need to know because I cannot make up my mind.
They're crying again. They're crying again. You hear explosions. Why do you hear explosions? August Wallenheim looks scared. August, breathe. Their aura is distinctly panicked. I press my other hand to their cheek and they lean into it to let me ground them because they're freaking out. Look into my eyes. Focus on me. They nod, inhaling, exhaling, repeat. It's okay. It's going to be okay. No, it's not. It's not. Please stop crying. It's bonfire night in the UK tonight. I don't know what that is, but I was watching someone else who lives somewhere over there. I don't know. And she was mentioning like fireworks as well. And I was like, what's going on? They shake me off.
Everything I worked for, everything I've ever stood for. I saw him as my mentor, a man who raised me with a kindness my father would never even dream of showing me.
This part is going to be like even that much more painful because like remember how I was just sat here dressed as Mirage Apex Legends just going like this the entire time because August spends like this entire scene crying. Yeah. But there's something that they say during this part which was the point where I was like, shit, I should have romanced Lum. See. I was like so blinded by that affection that I didn't see the evil in him. You didn't know. Harry's just good at manipulating people. You weren't to know. They scoff, rolling their eyes. Someone tried to blow up Parliament with gunpowder on the 5th of November. Do you remember? The 5th of November. That's an interesting thing to celebrate. I feel like someone's talked about it before. Yeah. That's an interesting thing to celebrate.
I followed him about with doe eyes, lapping up any scraps of approval he dared to lavish me with. I've always been desperate to be acknowledged and told I'm doing a good job. He gave that to me in abundance.
This part when we were playing this the first time made me cry, and this was the dialogue that I heard where I was just sitting here being like, shit, I should have romanced August. Because, oof, I've always been desperate to be acknowledged and told I'm doing a good job. He gave that to me in abundance. This was the point where I was like, shit, I should have dated August. Oh, pain. Pain. Remember the 5th of November. It doesn't make you complicit. Oh, yep, they're laughing maniacal because they are stressed out.
No one evil ever sees themselves as so. I've encountered it enough to know that much.
Before I get the chance to finish my sentence, I hear the all too familiar heavy thud of boots in the corridor. I could like skip, but like I kind of don't want to, but we'll go fast through it. We'll go fast through it and see what's new. It's actually celebrating the survival of the king at the time that the plot was trying to kill. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was just like, you're just celebrating like someone try to blow up Parliament, but that makes a lot more sense.
Good evening, both.
MC is not unconscious, they're subconsciously thinking. Or, you know, just thinking. Just thinking in general. If only this man was a hunter.
I have to apologize for my absence.
I'm sure it's been very difficult for you.
Man, the voice lines are gonna kill me the second time. They killed me the first time, but they're gonna kill me the second time. But yeah, if you wanna interact with my tweet, I would appreciate it. Oh well.
Is something wrong, Augustus? You don't look well.
They're falling apart much like your town, your country. We need to talk to you. August is crying and there's magic because they are upset.
Speak. Now. You're beginning to alarm me.
Dead hunters, missing hunters.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ordered you to Lunaris to solve this mess, and you stand here and accuse me.
Really? I did not know that. I feel like we might have talked about this before, but like, I apparently didn't hold it in my brain for very long.
And you will stand here and lie to us so easily?
What evidence do you have of the supposed indiscretion you accuse me of?
I love that, like, I know what happens in this game, and I'm still sitting here listening to the voice lines being like, sad, 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 pain, pain, pain. I say James. I guess there'll be an option for us to select the different options and see what happens. Because the first time we said that James said that he loves you still because he did. Because technically he did not say that he wants you to stop. He does, but he didn't really say that. He said to tell him that he loves him. But to see something new, but we'll do this instead. Probably this time last year, probably. Probably have this talk once a year. James doesn't want this, Harry. None of us want this. You have to stop now before it gets even worse. I look at August and they're still seething, their jaw tightly clenched, hands balled in the fist at their side. They suck in a breath and drop their gaze from Harry as if they feel too much shame in looking at him. For a fleeting moment, Harry looks wounded.
You must stop, Harry. It's already gone too far.
He frowns, dropping his gaze, but there's no warmth to him anymore. Not even the disapproval of his lost beloved can shame him now.
I will see it through. I have to. I owe it to mankind.
You disappoint me. Tell us what it is. The blood? The elixir they gave to them when they're merely children.
He looks lost.
Of course it was. Is. What else could it possibly be? It's always blood, isn't it?
I love that I like no, and still I'm just sitting here listening to this like no.
I am sorry I've hurt you, Augustus. I thought you might understand.
I thought you were a friend.
Oh my god.
A father, even. You've killed people. Our people. We swore to protect them as they swore to protect mankind. We're responsible for them. They put their lives in our hands and trusted we will not put them in danger.
The voice acting for August is so good, especially during this part. It just like makes me want to cry.
We take them from their families when they're children and raise them to believe we're giving them the chance to save the world. When all we gave them was a curse. You took advantage of their trust in you. And you sentenced them to die the second you placed that vial in their hands and told them to drink.
Pain.
And what of mankind? They'll overrun us one day, sooner than you think.
I'd rather mankind die an honest death instead of turning into fucking monsters.
Then they turn to me. As fierce and as beautiful as I've ever seen them. MC, we're like in like pain. Like everyone in this room was just like pain central and you're just like, pretty face. I'm like, fair enough, but come on. Come on.
I'll be damned if I lose the person I love.
Pain.
Not after a lifetime of feeling so misunderstood and alone. Because I know I'm a good person now. Because of you. And I know that he is wrong.
They shove a finger in Harry's direction, their cheeks pink with anger.
You are wrong.
Pain. There's like, just like those like two sentences are different, but it like kind of just like changes it all, doesn't it?
August, do you not see? I wanted us to be on even footing. I came to realize how unfair it is that they hold such an advantage over us.
Does Harry ever blink? Yeah, okay, he does. Because I was like, August blinks, but does Harry ever blink?
They can do things we could never dream of.
Yeah, I know.
Do you realize what this could mean for you?
No, I don't.
How much more you could be? Instead of asking, am I ready to take on our enemies, you would think, there is no stopping me.
That was what... I guess we could have chosen the other option. We still would have been able to, like, condemn. But I don't want to do it. You can't make me. I'm not doing it right now.
You're curious to know how I made them better.
No, I'm not actually curious.
A hunter, resilient,
just shut up.
remarkable.
Shut up. Wait. August is no hunter, but there is to be the best. Okay. Okay, so this is different. I'm just like, I'm not gonna even say like sympathize with him because like even if I do that, I still can't do the other route, which I'm not going to do right now. But I also just don't want to see August's face to that. I just don't want that. Why not do the condemn one? I am doing the condemn one, but like I didn't do the sympathize one last time, and I thought about doing that, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I too am confused. Their eyes steal a look at mine, and they are desperate. Their lip trembles, hands shaky, and I can see how frantically they are holding on. Harry's words, I'm sure, are not unlike those of his parents and of their parents, and while they are not mine, I invited this dialogue. What? Harry's words, I'm sure, are not unlike those of their parents, and while they are not mine, I invited this dialogue. Dustin, hello. Welcome to Pain Central. What's up? How's your day going? At this moment, I wish they could read my mind, to know how sorely sorry I am. All I can muster is a look that begs them to stay calm, that we need this conversation to happen, no matter how deplorable Harry's words are. There's a moment where it doesn't seem like they can will it back, but then it subsides. Harry waits, and when he's content there will be no more distractions, he continues.
I know it's upsetting, but please know I'm not disappointed. We merely mean to uplift you with the initiation. It was crafted to prepare you and protect you. We do not go into the field without knowing the danger. And we all experience loss in some form or another.
We will certainly be back in Horny Jail later, but right now we're in Pain Central.
The elixir is a means to a promising
No, it's
end.
not. I cut you off there.
The drawbacks, or curse, as you would so in.
Yes. Yep. The Chimera. It is a result of that, yes.
And why didn't you take it?
Yep, why didn't you take it? Harry, why don't you take the elixir? I'm doing okay though. I'm glad to hear it. I'm also doing okay. Just chilling, trying to get through this, but I like don't want to skip over like this entire part. Because I'll get confused.
If the consequences were so great and you were so desperate, then why didn't you take it upon yourself? Speaking of sacrifices like you count them as your own. But you still used others for your own means.
And also I like listening to August's voice lines, even if they are painful. But the voice acting is just really good, you know?
The
He's so
sacrifices
scornful.
are my own.
They're not, because you didn't die. Shush, shush, shush.
I may not partake in all your battles.
Yes, that's all you have to say.
Tell me, Hunter, provided you had the choice to find a way to protect the things and people that you love as I have, would you do it?
But you say this, and instead of protecting your husband, he got murdered. He died. You saying that's protecting? Would I? My gut responds. Again, I look to August, and the sight of them captures me every time. Their pale blue eyes, despairing as a cloudy day, but raging with an inner torrent at this farce Harry defends as righteousness. What I wouldn't do to protect them. Ames, don't. I am better than Harry. I would. I protect them as I am, and not as he would. Their breath hitches in their throats, and August's eyes soften. I love them, and I understand what Harry must have stood for before, but not now. Explain that, Harry! Like, that's like the major, like, flaw in his plan. Like, maybe if his husband didn't die, it'd be like, I see. Because, like, okay, Lunaris was having a problem with all the creatures. There was too many of them because Omen crossed over the barrier and like, weakened it. So you're trying to, like, make the hunters stronger? Okay, but the way that you're doing it is not okay. It's not okay. There has to be another way than killing your own husband, but what do I know? What do I know? There's a pause, and Harry exhales. His eyes flutter shut, and he smiles with some relief. They are less harsh, most inquisitive to us, as though the three of us had a trivial spat.
Then you understand why this must continue, and, most importantly, why I expect your full cooperation.
I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if, because I condemned every single time, this time, if it would have just been like, condemn him. If there would have only been like one option, you know? I wouldn't have been surprised. But you can still lie, but I really don't want to know what happens when you lie. And plus, if we condemn him straight out, we get a different route. So that will be new to a point, I guess. So, the hunter initiation itself is not really good either. Yeah, it's like, there's some dodgy shit happening overall, but like, you really can't be like, oh well, this will protect humanity and everyone we love, and it's like, you couldn't even protect like the person that you love, let alone like who everyone else cares about. Like, if you can't protect your own family, how are you gonna like protect like the earth, the world? You know, I don't think you're the man for the job, Harry. But last time we condemned him and lied, and oh boy did that have me like sit here almost crying for 2 hours. We're gonna see what happens when we just condemn him. And the children are outside screaming again. Stop screaming! I'm trying to game! I think they actually shut up. A lot of for the greater good stuff going on, but is it worth it? Yeah. Like, maybe if, like, the hunters you were stealing at this point and giving them the, like, this is what I got from it, that they were, like, trying to, like, make them stronger, so they were, like, giving them, like, different files of stuff, and that's why they were turning into creatures. Like, is that okay? Since it was fucking up, and the children are still screaming! Shut up. The children are screaming and I'm trying to do like an analysis. Gonna wait for them to leave. Okay, Dustin. Gonna wait for them to leave. Don't remember what I was talking about besides like, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. It's cold outside. Why are you outside? They're so loud, too. Like, are you gonna, like, leave, or...? Oh, we're just gonna sit here and think about it for a little bit, I guess. Well, some like never leave. Like, please. Leave. Alright, but we're just gonna straight up condemn him this time. The look August shoots me is sharp, incredulous, their expression cracking open the reveal of vulnerability I've never seen before. It's beautiful, but frightening in its own way. As if I can hear them say, no, don't. I hold their gaze, hoping that they can see what I'm doing, that they trust me. Please. They exhale sharply, their eyes frantically flicking between Harry and I, and they nod. It's quick enough for Harry to miss, because his focus is upon me and me alone. I'm the one he needs. I nod, but I do not utter the words, because if I did, I'd be lying. Oh, I see. So this is how it works. Because I was thinking to myself, like, how does this work? Because, like, if... Like, how does this work? But... I see. I like kind of thought like maybe it would be a little bit different, but you still like end up there at the end, just like slightly differently. But I see. Okay. I see. Apparently it's enough to fool him because Harry smiles. Okay, but... Wait. Oh. Okay, I see. So you nod and you don't go down there with him. I see. Because the lying made it so you would be able to go down there with him and see. I see. Okay, so we left. Because we condemn, but we nod, you know? And being silent and nodding is not lying, apparently. August and I stand in stoic silence. The air is still heavy. Like, I guess we could also go back there and do the but lie thing, because, like, that would also be different because we're dating August. I don't know. Did I save there? Well, that, like, I immediately couldn't remember. We did, so, like, if I wanted to go back and do that, I could. It would be slightly different. I don't know, though. Their hands are balled into fists at their side, and they take a deep breath before they move to take a seat at their desk. It's still raw, like an open wound, an exposed nerve, and it will be for a while. I don't know what to say or do, but I do know that I need to be here for them. I crouch down beside them, prying their hands away from their face, and I lace their fingers together. Reluctantly, they smile down at me, their eyes red from crying. I know I can't say anything to make it better, but I want you to know that I'm here for you. Always. August's smiles brightens a little, and they squeeze my fingers.
Having you by my side will keep me strong. Of that much I'm sure.
Hey, you get an extra kiss option out of this, I guess. I settle on my knees, leaning forward and tipping my head towards them. They smile big, bright, and beautiful, and they lean in to meet me halfway. Our lips brush, and I reach up to cup their cheek. They eagerly lean into my touch, their hair soft as it brushes my fingertips. I can feel them sinking into it like this was a desperately needed thing, like they needed me to breathe life into their lungs. Because MC can never just be normal. We part reluctantly in August sighs, holding my hand against their face. I love you. I stand up and press a kiss to their cheek.
I love you too.
Wait. It's just voice acted so well.
I love you too.
I didn't get to hear that because I accidentally muted my headphones. That's nice. And I promise, my headphones, you're able to mute them, and I accidentally muted them, so I couldn't hear it the second time. So you guys get it 3 times. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. One more time for, you know.
I love you too.
Their voice actor did do such a good job. Like, it's really good. It's really good. We should get some rest. I anticipate we won't get much of a chance in the coming days. August sighs heavily, their shoulders sinking as they slump in their chair.
You're probably right. Now let's go. I cannot bear to be here any longer.
I wonder what happens when you do the lying option, because like when Renee and Finn and Ezra, they were at the bar. Would it just be August at the bar and being like, "Fuck you," like back away, dear harlots, back away. I don't know if I can deal with that right now. August's hand lingers upon the door handle, their gaze longing as I stare back into their empty office. I rest my hand against the small of their back, and their lips curl into a small smile at the contact. You'll be back, August. They frown, as if they don't quite believe me, but long to. Let us hope. Like, I could go back, but I don't wanna. We pass many an enforcer on the way out of headquarters, some gazing upon us with pities, others with disdain. August keeps their head down and their eyes on the ground, but I make a point to keep my chin up and my head high. You will not defeat us. As we draw nearer to August's house, a familiar figure skids around the corner, her chest heaving.
Fucking hell, you're both okay? I heard in the Wolf that he's back.
Yes, he's back. And he's lost his damn mind, apparently.
Piper raises her brow, her eyes flicking between us. Well, yeah, no shit. She withers under August's sharp gaze, her expression softening and her eyes falling to her joined hands. Are you really both okay? He didn't do anything other than prove to us just how guilty he is. August moves from foot to foot, restless, clearly longing for the comfort of their home. Thanks for the clip. I squeeze their hand and offer them a gentle smile. Go ahead, I'll be right behind you. August opens her mouth to protest, but my raised brows tell them that I'm not about to argue. Very well, but don't be long. I won't. Welcome back, Dustin. Their touch lingers as we release one another, and they rest their hand upon Piper's shoulder in passing, a gesture of comfort. We both watch them go, their strides slow, their shadow of the confident August we know and love. Unless Piper loved them. Not sure about that. Not sure about that. It physically hurts me not to follow them, but I must talk to Piper. She deserves to know. She looks to me with wide, hopeful eyes.
What the hell happened in there?
I take a deep breath, knowing this blow will hurt, and already bracing myself for the impact of her response. I know that we already suspected it, but... Piper quickly holds up her hand, her expression twisted and angry.
It's fine. You don't have to say it. I can already tell by the look on your face.
Then she softens. There's nothing we can do for her? I shake my head and her hands fall back to her side, her fingers curled into a tight fist, knuckles bleeding white. All we can do now is hope to put her out of whatever misery he's inflicted upon her. It will be a kindness. She looks right through me, a single tear trailing her cheek. A kindness. Piper, did you want to... No, I should go. I reach out to stop her, taking her arm. We'll finish this, once and for all. Too fucking right we will. Go. They need you more than I do. And with that, she carefully pries herself free of my grip and disappears into the darkness. They say hunters sleep with one eye open, but enforcers sleep with two, and you don't get as far as Harry without paying full attention. No use hating him, not now. I've seen what I need to do in order to make my choice. And yet, still hurts, and a strategic part of me loathes the cold silence I'd given him for an answer. Conscience makes you work harder, my mentors used to tell me, and they weren't wrong. It's always been worth it though, especially now that I think about Aya and Piper in August. Still, they weren't wrong. But there's only one person I truly long to be with right now. I wonder who it is! I don't know. Whose house is this? I had a memory. And I wish to not remember about this room. I head straight for August's house of haste, noticing downstairs has been left in darkness. The door opens with a simple push, and the inviting glow of candlelight lures me upstairs. Everyone's laughing at me again. Oh boy. I find them sitting on their bed, half undressed, staring out of the window, but their expression brightens when I sit beside them and take their hand in my own. Why are you half undressed? Why are you half undressed? Put on some clothes. Did you tell her? I nod, tracing a soothing touch over the back of their hand with my thumb. I did. She seemed okay, if not a little, well, Piper. August laughs at that, a genuine thing, and it pleases me to hear.
I truly do feel sorry for Harry if she ever gets her hands on him.
They purse their lips, pondering that thought.
Or maybe that would be nice, actually.
Their smile is sly, and I lean in to press a kiss to their cheek. They hum their approval, a heavy sigh then falling from their lips when I withdraw. Suddenly, the bruises that I've been trying to bury deep throb inside and out. Harry's face, his blithe conviction that this is somehow the right path. The obedient, insidious doubt in me that whispers that perhaps he's right. Damn it, MC! Perhaps prices must be paid for our safety. He's Lieutenant General, and I'm only Hunter. Only a soldier. Nothing has been done yet, and I still almost feel sick to my stomach. But the worry is more muted now, further away. Tomorrow I'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out. Together. I shake off my little daze and I take August's hand, hopeful. Bed? The look that crosses their face is one of barely disguised relief, and when I move to pull back the covers, they eagerly crawl beneath them. Thank you for being there, and here, now. MC takes off their clothes, not me. Slides in the bed beside them, that's nice. Always, yeah. Alright. Go to bed! Go to bed! Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. Go to sleep. Just... This chapter is called To Condemn a Man. The last time that we did this and we lied, it was caught in the lie. He just needs to go to sleep. Just go to bed. Just go to bed. Just go to bed. Like, maybe we would have kissed if, MC wouldn't have taken off their clothes. But just go to bed. Just go to bed. A very convenient save. Yeah, there's no reason for that, Jack. We turn to face one another, and I smile as their long hair splays across their pillow like a silver halo. Who would go to sleep in their uniform, though? And then say, like, I take off my clothes and, like, change into something else. It's just like, MC takes off their clothes. It's like... I reach for them, trailing my finger over their cheek, feeling their skin heat in the wake of my touch. August has his boots on! Shut up! They have to take off their boots to at least sleep, right? They have to. Please tell me you're not wearing boots right now. No. Sleep well. They smile, their eyes heavy like I can't sleep well and I can't take off my boots. I shall. That's nice. Go to bed. Jesus, just go to sleep. If you press the middle mouse button, you can see they have their boots on. You're lying to me. Fuck off. Take off your boots, please. I never take them off. They didn't say they never take them off. They said that they like to keep them on during that particular activity. Because, you know, okay. It's fine. Whatever. We're moving on. August commands the candles to die out, and we're left in blissful darkness where I cannot see that they're wearing their boots to bed. I hold them close, ignoring their boots, breathing in the soft lavender scent of them, and we're soon drifting off to sleep, ignoring the boots. I am in pain. The next morning we meet in the catacombs, aware that it's probably the only location in town at this point where Harry cannot have us watched. You know, we just meet in Finn's bedroom, it's fine. Hey everybody, what's up? Shut up. No boots, see? They're not even wearing boots right now, ah! There's a growing, awkward silence between us. I wonder why. August frowning down at their feet. With sudden, intense concentration, like, damn, how do I take off these boots? I almost laugh at the sight of this mismatched group huddled in Finn's quarters, and Finn's eyes are firmly fixed upon Piper, who unabashedly pokes and prods his belongings. She picks up the skull and looks it into its eye sockets. We've done this before.
This what you use to practice your flirting every night?
Why is this still a voice line? I guess maybe because Ezra and Finn are together. Whatever.
I don't need to practice.
August groans loudly. Can we please get on with this? Why do you clip? Thanks for the clip. They all pointedly look at me, and I realize that the floor is mine. Right, yes. Omen and Alcar are patrolling the woods, making sure that we know where the best spot to confront Harry will be. Ezra raises his hand, and August rolls their eyes at his politeness. How are we gonna get him to come find you, and how do we know that he'll have Aya with him? That's fair. Because, like, before, we were like, yeah, we're gonna meet so I can take this vial thing. Not take the thing, take the blood. We didn't do that this time, so how? Piper's gaze drops to the floor at the mention of her friend's name. Why is it completely silent? We don't know. It's more of a hopeful optimism. Oh, okay. Video game logic, I see. I need to be the one to stop Aya.
She was my friend, and I might not be able to save her, but I can make sure it's as quick as possible.
Alright, August and Piper hugged. That was nice.
What of us? What do you need us to do?
August steps
Have our backs
forward.
if necessary. Other than that, just stay hidden. The last thing we need is to rile him up further by flaunting our alliance with the very creatures he longs to eliminate.
Okay. I'll use myself as bait, essentially. I'm sure he still thinks he can convince me to change my mind. He did seem hopeful when he left my office. He'll pay for what he's done.
Then all we need to do is wait, and hope that he comes.
So our plan during this route is I'm gonna stand in the forest and hope he shows up. What kind of plan is this? The other one made a lot more sense. This one is just like, I'm just gonna go stand in the woods for a while and hope that he shows up. You know, I just hope that he's gonna show up. Finn scoffs, crossing his arms over his broad chest. Like, what kind of fucking plan is that?
He'll come. If I've learned anything about Harry in the years I've known him, it's that he never backs down when he has his sights set on something.
But this doesn't necessarily make sense because before we had like made plans to meet Harry in the woods because that's where I was gonna drink the blood. There was no plan this time. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's a Ken's Tavern plan. Just like, I'm gonna stand in the forest and hope he shows up. Let's split up the damn party. Yeah, that's definitely a Ken's Tavern thing to do. August sighs, wearing their bottom lip between their
Yes,
teeth.
Finnegan is right. And he doesn't give a damn about the cost of his actions anymore either,
But
clearly.
this doesn't make any fucking sense at all. He truly will stop at nothing, and James's death proved that to all of us, so he just goes to patrol the woods. I know there's a second monster that could easily murder me. What if I go stand in the woods? Like, look, I just hope that he shows up. It doesn't make any sense. Then he'll come and we'll end this. How do we know that he's gonna show up? Once and for all, why does he show up? It's dusk in Lunaris, and I have a stupid fucking plan. My feet are sore, my eyes tired, arms heavy, mom's spaghetti. I can't wait for all this to be over. In school, they trained us to kill monsters, and the irony of my current predicament does not escape me. And the Lieutenant General of Escria is my greatest enemy yet, and my greatest enemy is the dialogue that we can't skip when we've already read it. It's nighttime now, people are going inside. Yes, curtains are down, windows closed, and then darkness. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe their plan is like, ooh, this is like the darkness. It's when all like the monsters come out and stuff. They think that he'll be out there because he'll have to be like looking at the forest. But why would he have to be looking at the forest if we know what the creature is? I guess looking out for other creatures, like other monsters. I don't know. I think back to the first night I arrived and how much my life has changed since. A lump forms in my throat as I realize I've been gifted what I haven't known since childhood. A home, a family to call my own. So many things have been taken from me, from all of us. I straighten my shoulders, taking a deep breath. No more! Then I think about August, the person who has watched everything they believe in crumble around them, and yet they still stand tall and brave. An unquestionably good person who just needs to be shown that they are worthy of being loved. I've never known if certain people are truly made for one another, but when I look at August and I, and how we fit together so perfectly, I can't help but think that we were fated. If anyone dares to take that from me, from us. Determination licks through my bones, and I pick up my pace, boots heavy and loud against the cobblestones. Do I ever take off my boots? This is a question for anyone who wants to answer that. Like, I understand, like, we're walking now, so, like, it makes sense that we wear boots, but do we ever take off our boots? How long has the MCU been living in this town? I'm not sure. Like, let's see, we got attacked by the creature and we passed out and had that dream sequence with James. And we had lived there for like almost 2 weeks at that point. There is like a stretch of time, I would say like a month maybe at most. Probably not more than that though. But there is like a stretch of time where like kind of nothing happens, a day is just passed, but like a month. A month. Nobody knows how to take off their boots. MC did take off their boots after Aurora barged into the tavern and then he stayed. Oh, okay. I guess MC does take off their boots. My boots don't even have laces, so I can't get caught out with this issue. Fair enough. Like, do any of us actually know how to take off our boots? That's the question. The instincts that have been ingrained in me since my initiation into the order kick in, and I know that I'll win this fight. Me and my boots. After all, haven't lost one yet. I can feel eyes upon me, watching, waiting, as we just stand in the forest and hope that he shows up. They are kind eyes, the watchful gaze of my friends and allies, tucked safely away in the thick forest. No matter how much I insisted I'd be fine alone, the stubborn bastards wouldn't take no for an answer. I stand in their way. I also think that the fight sequence isn't gonna be much different because before we were with Finn and Ezra, so they were here, and then August was also here because duh, they were here. So this is gonna be exactly the same. Why would you say that before a fight? Oh, I haven't lost one yet. Good question. There's footsteps, a rhythmic crunch, crunch, crunch. But how do we know that he'd be here? And here he stands. Why is he here? He shows up and I'm like, yo, how'd you know to meet me here in this place, in this very specific place of the woods? How'd you know to meet me here?
I knew you would change your mind.
It's not like he offered. Like, he just stood up and left. This doesn't make any sense. He just... I didn't skip anything. We nodded. We were like, yeah, I'll cooperate. And it's not like, okay, then you'll meet me in the forest at this time. It was just like, nice. And he got up and he left. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Because game plot. This is literally video game logic. I don't understand. I clenched my jaw, willing myself to remain calm. The limb think I've succumbed to his desires in the hope that he might reveal a weakness.
Your silence speaks volumes. The power that I offer is one of great esteem. Something people will envy you for, will idolize.
Not if I fucking die. To become a monster. He smiles, stopping his pacing, and he presses a palm to his chest.
I swear that no night will be traversed in fear. That morning will be a promise and not a hope. I swear I shall lay down my life in the cause of my duty to protect the vulnerable from the creatures of this realm and any beyond it. Until my final breath, I pledge myself to you, body, mind, and soul.
The pledge, the oath that we take before consuming the poison they fed us. The words sound so empty to me now that I know what's become of this order. Did you take that oath, Harry? He drops his hand back to his weapon, and he laughs.
You're right. I am no hunter. I was never worthy, but I have loved a hunter. And I have seen the things they must endure.
You know, your husband didn't have to endure fucking dying, but whatever. That's just my 2 cents about it. I also want to scoff at him, to laugh in the face of his supposed understanding. He may have loved the hunter, but he killed him too. He surveys me for a second, eyes narrowed, and then he inclines his head. Do you intend to what? Kill me? Commit murder? What is this route? I don't understand. Like, it makes no fucking sense at all. And then it's what you gotta do? Kill me? Commit murder? Not one question mark, but 2. What you gotta do, dear hunter? Kill me? Commit murder? What is this? Commit murder is in every route, isn't it? I guess if you don't kill the youngling and you send the NPCs after, you don't commit murder. But, well, I guess you do commit murder because you killed the creature, right? So, like, I've already committed murder. What kind of question is this? This game makes no fucking sense.
Killing me would be against your precious code, wouldn't it?
Murder?
Or are you going to get your dear Augustus to do it for you? Do you really think that their loyalty, if tested, would be to you? Or to the father figure they always wished for?
Fuck off! Bro, what? Thank you for the clip. I freeze at the mention of August, fingers tight around my weapon, my knuckles bleeding white. Harry notices, and he's pleased with himself. He pouts at me, feigning innocence when he sees the sour look that I can't help but offer him. You're as good as dead to them anyway, after what you've done. Pointedly, he chooses to ignore that, instead reaching into his coat and producing a vial. It feels eerily familiar, and the sight of the dark, vicious liquid encased in the delicate glass makes me feel sick. He holds it high, gazing at it with unabashed fondness, shamelessly proud of his nefarious creation.
To think you would willingly deny such an honor. I'd give anything to be able to take it.
This fruit doesn't make any fucking sense. The moonlight hits the glass, the liquid more black than the red I remember, and my stomach churns. It would kill you, he sighs.
It would, wouldn't it?
But why? Like, what is it that, like, about the people who become hunters, like, where they're able to, like, take that and they don't die? I don't know. For a brief moment, I think he might greedily swallow it down, but instead he tucks it safely back inside his coat, patting the fabric tenderly. It's because hunters already ingested the blood in smaller quantities, I think. Is it? When? They never really say that. Like, I guess, like, you're in, like, but, yeah, the initiation, but this is also, like, different. They drink the blood, yeah, but this is, like, a different thing that they're giving to them now to try and make them stronger. It's not the same as it is what they drink during the initiation. But, like, the blood that they drink during the initiation, some people take it and they don't die. I don't think they die. I hope they don't die because they're like 10. I hope they don't die. But they get like really sick and like they reject it. I hope they don't die. I don't remember. But what makes the people who like don't get like that, like they still like fall to the ground. They're like, ooh, but then they like wake up the next day and they feel like strong. But the other people, they don't. Maybe they do die. I don't know. What makes it so that they're able to take that first thing like at all? Because I was thinking like maybe they give it to them like a little bit like before the initiation, or maybe something like that. But it doesn't make any sense because like why would some people like hopefully not die? But I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. It's the same, just mixed with something else. Fair, but that's not my question. Like, I understand, like, why it won't kill them. Like, this won't kill them because, like, they've already had that. But at the initiation, why doesn't that kill them? Because, like, they didn't have that before. Like, is it just small enough? Like, it's almost like in the Halo novels when the Augment children create the Spartan 2s. You see, that means nothing to me, because I've never read. I've also never played Halo. Some of them die. But why? Why do some of them die? That's my question. Why do some of them die? And actually not the question of why do some of them die. Why do some of them not die? You know? Like, what? Why? Like, they're just people, so, like, I don't understand why they don't die. Aims my brain cell. Well, you... well, we're in this now. It's dead. I just want to know why. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, ooh, you're chosen. I'm like, what part of, like, a human would make them able to consume, like, a whole bunch of blood from different creatures and be okay and stronger because of it instead of, like, dying? Like, this makes sense because, yes, it's, like, the same thing. They've proven that they can take it, and they're just... It's mixed with something else, and they're trying to, like, make them stronger. Whatever. By becoming creatures that don't even, like, make sense. That's like, why does the first one, why is that okay? But why were they stronger and could withstand the blood? Like, they're just people. Like, they're just humans before they take that. But they might reject it, which means they were not chosen. But why? I'm just bothering the chat at this point. But, like, why, though? What would make a human stronger? For, like, that kind of thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That would be like, oh, like... Now I'm just like, is it like how some people are lactose intolerant and can't have milk? Some people can. So, like, some people can't have all of this creature blood. And some people can. I'm just bothering y'all at this point. Just why? I need answers. Meanwhile, Harry's just standing there being like, so are we gonna fight? Are you gonna murder me? You could be, I guess. I guess we're gonna have to go with that because, like, otherwise I'll be here all night. Just be like, but why? But why? Since you won't see reason, let's just get this over with, shall we? Final chance? Join me. Don't cry! I'm just asking a question. Many questions. I just want to understand. I don't need to hesitate in my response. Never. He flexes his gauntlet. Forgot about this. Yeah, because it's like you respond to the question but doesn't answer the question. But it's okay, I'll move on, I'll get over it.
A shame. You would have been magnificent.
Jag, I'm sorry. I just want to understand. Don't cry, why? I'm sorry that I'm using the brain cell too much. Don't cry. Like, don't cry. I'm gonna fight Harry, and it's gonna be exactly the same as it was before, so I'm not gonna, like, read this all out loud, even though I can't skip it. I see her. Yeah. But why do you want to understand? Because I want to understand the game. See, that's an answer. I wasn't looking for an answer, I was looking for a discussion. But now Jack's crying in the corner. That's not what I intended. I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to try and understand through speaking. Discussion time.
Isn't she beautiful?
She's a monster. Technically, yes, but she's so much more than that.
She evolved far beyond the other subjects.
That's fucked
and
up.
She's outlived them too. Though I assume Azazel would have lived as long had you not killed him.
Okay, so his name was pronounced Azazel, and I just been pronouncing it Azil this entire time. So there's that. Just make a whole highlight of this whole part and tag Lunaris. No! I could just ask them, I'll send them an email. Be like, hi, I'm trying to, like, understand this part of the game. First off, why do we just stand in the forest waiting for Harry to show up when there was no, like, prior plan of being like, yes, meet me in the forest so I can make you take this thing? Like, what? I'm fighting a man I do not want to kill, no matter the crimes he's committed, for I am not the monster he wants me to be. Why can't I skip this? Well, I guess this will be different because maybe August will be, like, mainly fighting, like, something. I don't really remember. Maybe that's why it won't let me, like, skip it, because it knows I don't remember.
So, you did bring your friends. I knew you wouldn't face me alone.
I scoff, wiping sweat from my brow with the back of my hand. See now that you long us to fight alone because you want us to be disposable and forgettable. You called me here to turn me into a monster, but I made Lunaris my home. That must really piss you off. Yeah, he growls at me. Oh yeah, I forget. Piper kills her, so like maybe nothing about this is different. I have no idea. Yeah, let him believe that he's got the upper hand, but he does not.
Come now,
Yep.
Hunter. You made for such a good show before. Don't falter now.
Forgot about that. Did you know that when you're like fighting someone with like swords, you would have blood on you? Is that what you think?
I thought you better than this. How disappointing.
Harry is a force to be reckoned with. My free hand reaches for my concealed dagger, the one given to us by the academy during initiation. I seek to implant it in his side. Did that happen last time? To my surprise, Harry releases one hand from the hilt of his sword, stopping the dagger before it can meet a vulnerable point between his foot ribs. I don't remember this part. You got something on your face, Harry? Might be my blood, but it's fine. He grimaces in pain when the dagger's edge slides against his palm, deep crimson slick on silver, and yet he still grips it with favor. No, that did happen because I couldn't pronounce that word before and I can't pronounce it now. Close. Yeah, that happened before. Okay, never mind. I thought that was different, but it's not. It's not. I fall into the dirt. I see the man I'm supposed to call my leader, giving himself a moment to relish his triumph. He observes the dagger that blade his hand and huffs a tired
It
laugh.
would have been ironic if I was the one to give this to you. I suppose this will have to do.
They discarded. I didn't mean to skip it. He truly means to kill me. Okay. It's repelled with a brilliant flash. It was just the same because August did this before, right? Yeah, August did this before. I know exactly who it is.
Augustus.
Harry spits out blood, finally faltering to the onslaught, and his body gives way, falling to his knees. August then appears at my side, frantically scanning me for any injuries, and I wave them off, adrenaline still coursing violently through my veins. That seemed the same to me. I'm fine. You sure? I nod, turning my attention to Harry. Yep. His right hand red with blood. The blood that covers him is mostly not his own, but Aya's, I see. Oh, Omen and Alcar are here. I don't remember them agreeing to show up, but apparently they're here. The pain and suffering in this clearing alone are enough to make me furious, enough to warrant this man's death, and yet he looks up at me with those piercing blue eyes.
Just do it.
I probably won't. August rests her hand upon my arm, but I don't want to meet their gaze, afraid of what I might find. Ames. I stare down at him, my Lieutenant General, and I remember the taste of it. The vial cold in my palm, an encouraging smile from the enforcer who handed it to me. A child so eager to please and feel love after being taken from their family. I was about to be like, you fucking what? Because I thought there was just like a massive like problem being like, you feel the vial. Like he didn't hand you the vial this time, but it's from initiation. Having like a deep memory here. Magic and the blood of other foreign things coursing through my body, seeping and sinking deep into my bones like an incurable infection. Said my vows and took my oath, and I became theirs. I've been faithful to their cause, all of us have, and this is where it ends. This is where I break it. No matter how long I live, there is one sight, one moment that I could never erase from my mind. Hey, yep, that's the same. August and I do not speak. I've spoken to the enforcers, burst into that clearing, grabbed their leader by their shoulders, yanking away. Yep. Would I have finished him had he asked again? If I had the chance, I suppose I'll never know. I'm always scared to look up at them because I've seen them cry enough for one lifetime. When they finally do speak, their voice is quiet and strained.
I cannot promise I'll be of much use.
I step forward, my hand hovering at the base of their spine, almost scared to touch. They turn their heads slowly as if they could sense the promise of the warmth of my palm.
You've been through so much. I'll try my best. For you.
Pain. I press my hand against their back, feeling their warmth through their clothing. We'll get through it. We've been through worse, right? They scoff and nod, drawing in a serrated breath and laying out slowly. Then they push, iron scraping across the uneven stone as we enter. I should probably see Ezra soon. Yeah, you probably should. Was there no space? He's been talking. He has been talking to himself.
Let us just get this over with.
I swear I hear him utter James's name. Pain.
I am glad that it will be you, Augustus.
I've heard this before, but shut the fuck up.
What makes you think that I will show you mercy?
I ignore him.
I will ask again. What makes you think that I will show you even a sliver of mercy after all that you've done?
Because you are no murderer.
Fuck off. Am I a murderer? Now I'm just asking you, am I a murderer? You asked me, commit murder, and I turn around to you. Am I a murderer? We just don't know.
If you were, we wouldn't be standing here having this conversation, would we? You had your chance, you hesitated. Hunters do not hesitate.
Fuck off? Just because you're a monster doesn't mean I am.
Oh, but what a wonderful monster you would have made. Such a shame that you were so unwilling to even listen to the offer that I could have made you.
I still don't understand what you hope to achieve. After all your failures, the lack of controls you had over those beasts.
Augustus, do not speak ill of your subordinates.
Be quiet.
I forgot about that. Oh.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to speak of them as if they were anything other than disposable to you. The decision is yours. He doesn't deserve to have me show him any mercy. Therefore, his fate is in your hands.
Oh, this is actually new, but it's not too different. I will take this burden from them because I love them, because I do not want to see them hurt, no matter the choice, because every single one will sting. Yeah, that was it. I want to know what happens when you grant him a trial. But I'll probably come back and just condemn, as long as this isn't like too long, which I can't imagine that it would be. I just want to know what it says. I think about the oaths I take in, about fairness and my promise to protect people and be good. Whatever that means. The problem is that everyone has different definition of what doing the right thing is. Harry has convinced himself that he's done no wrong, that he's helping. for the greater good. Who am I to judge what happens to Harry? I'll see that you're offered a trial. August remains silent beside me, but Harry looks at me as though he's almost disappointed. Is that it? I gathered that you wanted me to kill you, if what you said back in the clearing is anything to go by. I will not give you what you wish for. Instead, you'll answer for your crimes. You'll weed out every single enforcer that dared to follow you. I turned away from him, readying myself to walk out of these dungeons. We all have to live with the consequences of your actions, so shall you. I hope they show you no mercy. As I begin to move away, I hear a loud bang, fists hitting metal, then a maniacal laughter. I hope that doesn't, like... I doubt it. I doubt it changes anything, like, severely in, like, the end game. I doubt it. I doubt it. That would be too much. That would be too much, right? It's just like a choice that you have to make. And then that's it. Yeah, probably. I find August in their office standing before the window that overlooks Lunaris. I mean, what August says to me right now might be different than if I would have just been like, fuck you! The town is peaceful at this hour. The townsfolk tuck safely into their beds. I carefully slide my hand into theirs, lacing our fingers together. Can we not talk about it? About him, just for tonight? I smile, squeezing their hand. I was going to say, unfortunately we'll have to talk about him at some point, Lieutenant. August grimaces, but I see a smile curling at the corner of their lips.
Temporary, Lieutenant. Don't get too excited. When the other higher-ups arrive to assess the situation, I may very well be out of a job entirely.
That would be a crime in itself. You've done more for Lunaris than Harry ever did. You will do more. They hum quietly before turning to face me, taking my other hand in theirs. Are you scared for what's to come? August contemplates that for a moment, a bit brief one. Then they shake their head and smile. It's bright, tired, but bright.
I've been scared for so long. Ever since I left home, and even before that. Scared that I'd be teaching horribly pompous rich witches in the academy and listening to my parents tell me that I'm mediocre. Scared that Lunaris would swallow itself whole before I could do anything to stop it. But then you came along and changed everything.
August, I
wish I knew from the first moment I saw you how irrevocably you would change my life. I find it so hard to be scared with the person who saved Lunaris standing by my side. The person who made me see that I am so much more than I thought I was.
I am in love with you.
So, no, I'm not scared. I'm excited. Because no matter what happens, I have you.
I find myself lost for words, just lost in August and the very new, very real promise of a future together. I've wandered Escria for so long, never knowing what path my position would take me down. I think back to the letter I found upon August's desk on that lazy morning not too long ago. And you have finally found a home. Their eyes widen, their own words repeated back to them, causing a flush to creep across their cheeks. And then they smile.
Finally.
Now we're gonna kiss. Be normal, though. Be normal. Be normal, please. The moment that word has left their lips, I close the gap between us. Their hair is silky as it snarls about my fingertips, their skin warm, but it's the softness of their lips that, as they meet mine, that ensures any and all coherent thoughts flee from my mind. When has this been normal? I know. I knew someone would call me out. Be normal! We stand here and kiss for what feels like hours, but in reality it's just mere moments. When we break apart, August is still smiling, as am I, and we just bask in each other's presence for a moment before... Well, before I start to feel a bit lightheaded, actually. August frowns, taking my face in their hands. You're still using all the memory. What do you mean? You need to see Ezra. I'll have him called. How do you know that I'm not all weak in the knees because of that kiss? The look they give me tells me that maybe it's best not to joke about my health right now. Ezra, yes, sorry. They press another quick kiss to the corner of my mouth before they head for the door. As their hands touch the handle, I call out to them. August. Yes. I love you. They exhale, offering me the brightest, most beautiful smile I think I've ever seen. I love you too. And then I'm left standing alone, before Lunaris, before my home, strangely excited for what the future holds. August, please don't be naked. I'm doing this because, like, I feel like they could be. Because you get a picture here, don't you? I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. Their, like, morning clothes had a whole lot of ass, so... No, you don't get a picture? Okay. But... if they're in their morning clothes here, like Ezra was... this is a valid reaction because their morning clothes had a whole lot of ass, like their robe. You get a picture at the end, okay. Not everyone is naked. What do you mean? Well, MC has woken up to warm toes pressed against their calves, so I guess August learned how to take off their boots. I know they're going to show up in their robe, though. Right? Okay, maybe not. I don't know. They haven't even showed up yet, so... And it only took them 3 months. No! Toeless boots. Shut up. Whatever. Whatever. Bliss is what this is. That's mine when I get to live every single day for the rest of forever. That's nice. No toeless boots, though. August's eyelids dance in their dreams, and they seem to sleep so much better with me around. That's nice. Sometimes they even get a full 8 hours. That's nice! Sometimes. Sunlight streams through expensive curtains, dust motes swirling over the bed, and I smile.
What are you grinning at?
I was like, why is this completely silent? I muted my headphones again accidentally. Was that the chapter 8 picture I saw in the merge? Probably? I don't know what we're talking about. I'm confused. I do know what we're talking about, but I have no memory of anything, so... I look down at where they're resting their head against my shoulder and press a kiss to their forehead. They smell like home. Just thinking about how lucky I am. I don't want to click. I don't want to see. August yawns and stretches their long limbs, nuzzling a little closer to press a kiss to the curve of my jaw. Even though, like, I've already seen it. I know I have. But, no, I won't look. And I knew you were gonna show up.
Today is important, so get up.
This is what I meant. This is what I meant. Why can't they just pull up the robe a little bit? Jesus. I laugh, groaning in distress. Obviously, romance isn't going to get me off that easily. Don't you want to stay like this for a little longer? It's called fashion, I get it! But what I don't get is how it's just, like, so carefully placed, as I said last time. Like, why is it so carefully placed? August sits up, much to my distress, that warmth stolen. The robe falls off their shoulder, and I wonder if the universe is trying to tempt me. Like, what do you mean it falls off their shoulder? It's been off their shoulder this entire goddamn time! Then they give me that look, the one that sets my hair standing on end. Get up. Ugh, shut up! August is extremely bossy when you live with one. I like it, because of course I would. We had this conversation before, where they were like, I am your boss while we're at work, and that they've gotta do what's best for you and you need to listen to me. And I'm just like, what about at home? Well, that answers that question. Today is a big day for us both, which is probably why they have an extra side of sass. Also ass. Today is the day we both officially become Lieutenant General. Fuck off. Fuck right off. You can take that and fuck right off. We both... Fuck off. Me of the Hunters, a new position dreamed up by August, Piper and I, and August of, well, of everything of Escria. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. Dustin, I know where you're going with this. I couldn't be prouder. I can tell that they're nervous to have the weight of the world upon their shoulders, but they try their hardest not to show it. Instead, they take a seat at their desk, just as they do every morning, opening their diary and writing, smiling to themselves as they do so. Bye, Dustin! Pain. I'll leave them to it, fussing in the closet to gather some clothes and a towel. Ames. I pause, turning to face them before I push open the bathroom door. Yes. I watch the bob of their throat as they swallow, their demeanor shifting, their voice strangely timid when they next speak. Are you afraid? I said I was terrified when I was with Finn and Ezra because it was just me. I was Lieutenant General of Escria on my own. But now August is doing that. So, I'm just a little bit. I stand there like a lack-wit and contemplate life for a second. Sounds like me. Am I? I'm not sure. A little, I think. August sets down their quill and wrings their hands. Are you? They frown, staring out the window.
We have nothing to fear other than the creatures. Not anymore.
I really thought you were gonna say, I have nothing to fear other than fear itself, and I was like, please. You're right, and we've been through so much. Plus, they look over at me, eyes sparkling with curiosity. Plus what? You were made for this, August. They stare blankly for a moment and then they smile. It's wide and beautiful, almost blindingly so. We both were. A moment of silence passes between us and I can't help but stare. I think of how far we've come, of all the things left behind. There are only 11 Hunter x Piper fanfics on AO3. I don't know why I'm surprised by this, because I gently thought about, if there was fanfiction for this game as well. But damn, Jag. God damn it. Now I'm aware that there's some. Of how much I love them. I set my clothes aside and head for them. I know it's a mistake. Shut up. Especially since they're in their robe, but you know. I grab their chair and turn them until they're facing me, taking their chin between my fingers. Thanks for the clip. I stare them down, studying them. A flush that paints their cheeks darkens under my heavy gaze, their eyes shifting from blue to violet, the slightest sparkle to them. That took a while, it wouldn't save, sad. Well, got there in the end. Then I kiss them, sinking my hands in the soft hair and letting the strands snarl around my fingertips. They make a noise, opening their mouth. Yes, they are kissing. You know how people kiss sometimes? Yeah, they're doing that. Yep, August does something. Yep, they do something else. Yep, and they do something else. Alright. 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 They're making out. You do fucking what, Nate? You do what? I said be normal. Okay. 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 You do fucking what? I know that's not going anywhere, but I wasn't expecting to see that. I wasn't expecting to have to read that with my own eyes.
We don't have time, as much as I do love to see you on your knees.
Shut up! I thought we were done with this. I know this is my fault because I was like, oh, we'll be normal. But they're in their robe. You do what? This is worse than the boots. This is worse than the boots. Because, like, this is just worse than the boots. Hi, Jenna. Yep, enjoy your homework. Yep, enjoy your lurk. Yep. Well, we won't be listening to that voice line again. Jesus fucking Christ. Stop this. Why are they doing this? I wasn't prepared. That should have had, like, parentheses being like, slutty or something. Because, like, all the other times it's like, kiss Lum, parentheses, sleep with Lum, you know? And this is just like, kiss Lum. I should have been, kiss Lum. Slutty. You do fucking what? I know it's my own fault, and now everyone clips it. I get banned off of Twitch. It's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. It wasn't my fault. I didn't expect that. And meanwhile, MC is just still doing weird stuff.
Curse you.
Stop it! I don't know if it's worse because, like, you can't see the screen. It just sounds like it's worse. Worse than what's actually happening. August is saying no because MC. The fuck? Just bonk. They were just saying no, but MC is just like so sexy that they don't want to say no. You know how that is. MC is just so sexy. Nothing's happening. The gamer shirt really adds to it. Thanks. Please just get to the thing on time. I know punctuality will always win. I sure fucking hope it does. What the fuck are they going on about? Oh, I see. I see how it is, actually. Oh, I don't have to mute this, but just in case. I love that this took me a second to understand what they were talking about. Yeah. Yeah, how did I not see that? I just see that coming. Okay. Yeah, I see how it is. You don't see how it is. That really should have had parentheses near it because I thought it would just be normal. But that's my problem. That's my fault. That's my fault, right? That's my fault. Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry. Well, they went to go multitask. So there's that. Alright. Alright. I'm taking a little walk now, so that's nice. You should be scared. You should be. Because, like, man, Finn and Ezra had nothing on this. Like, there was no point where it was just like, MC, out of fucking nowhere, it's just like, on their knees. It's fine. It's fine. Who needs to lurk when MC is being MC? Well, MC is done being MC. We're taking a walk. So, Thinking about James now. We've moved on. Alright. Oh, okay, so this is different, I see. Okay, the horniness is over. As long as you don't choose horny choices, their romance is pretty nice. Jag, how are we supposed to not choose the horny choices? And also, like, kissing, like, it just says kiss them. That in itself is not horny. Like, that's not my fault. Like, there's tons of times where you kiss them and it's just, like, literally a kiss. But there's also tons of times where you kiss them and it's just like, should have put some slutty in parentheses. Lurk, Jenna. Lurk. Alright. Harry was taken to Thyrius not long after we told him of his fate. I felt a strange sense of unease watching him leave, wondering how deep the corruption ran within our ranks, but it feels good to not have his presence lingering right beneath our feet. So he's been taken off because we didn't condemn him to jail. We let him have a trial, so he's going somewhere else. Lurk, Jenna. Slutty. To anyone who might just be like coming in or lurking and doesn't understand, whenever we say slutty, we mean it affectionately. At least I do. I hope everyone else does too, but still. Also just forewarning, you know? That's what it is. Nothing wrong with that. Slutty. The parentheses at the end is important. Yeah. Slutty. Anyway. I'm not sure what they'll decide to do with him, but I did my part and I'll offer more information if required as I bump my microphone. The thought of seeing him again makes my stomach churn. I take a deep breath, crouching down to press my fingers to the still scorched earth. Things don't grow back if they've been touched by Augustus magic. This will be the last time I come here. Feels freezing! This would be the same. Yeah. You're gonna ask her to marry you, right? That's nice. And you two, need to just... Maris is no fool. I've interrogated enough. Yeah, why can't I skip this? We've seen this before. I swear they didn't even, like, say this in the last time, where it was... Like, Omen's like, I'm sorry, it's a big shaken. And then, like, I swear this part, like, didn't even happen, where Elcar's like, big shocker. I was just sat there to believe that, like, it was the end of the game and, like, the people who were writing it just didn't know how to English anymore. I swear this didn't happen before. Yes. Goodbye. Yep, theme colors for the wedding. Good for her. Fucking little Maris. I can imagine how not happy August will be to hear about it, but what can you do? That's the same. What can the Lieutenant General do, indeed? Get going before Willenheim tears down half the town looking for you for being 10 minutes late. Oh, most certainly. Aye, aye, General. Bye. I literally just saw you right. Alcar is here. Okay, Finn and Ezra are doing whatever.
Angel, I was just keeping him out of trouble.
You're both as bad as each other.
This isn't even different. It's just like you must live through this of Ezra and Finn being without you. It's like, fuck off. Alcar groans and he starts vomiting.
Definitely fucking going if they're doing that.
Don't you two actually have somewhere better to be? It's a good question.
Mr. Walking Combustible here can't go to the wolf until the sun goes down, can he? So no. Clearly I need better friends. Less flammable ones who don't ruin my drinking time. Ah, you're as boring as you are old.
Pratt.
No, I was just going to go home and find something fancy to wear for your special moment.
Will it have buttons?
Absolutely not.
Fuck off. Okay. Okay, so we're just changing to our uniform. August redesigned the sash. Hey. Whoa. Piper snorts and does a little spin, showing off. You like it? I step inside, closing the door behind me. You look amazing, General. Then I see August. Oh, shit! I love that the reaction is the same whether you're dating them or not. Like, either way, MZ is just like... Fuck. Yeah! They appear from behind their desk and suddenly I feel both horrendously underdressed and hopelessly, maddeningly in love. It's so good. Which, of course I am, but holy shit. They do always look amazing. But this outfit in particular. I'm quick to make my way over to them, my mouth probably hanging open and catching flies, but I absolutely cannot help it. You look incredible. Actually, there are no words that could accurately describe how you look. They grin, their cheeks turn pink as they set down the report they're holding. Thank you. I feel weird, like I almost don't deserve it. Yeah. Piper groans behind me as she loudly falls into a chair, August glaring daggers at her when she puts her boots up onto the desk.
August, despite your many flaws, you're show-stoppingly gorgeous, and you know it. Let your lover tell you how beautiful you are so we can get on with this.
What's your lover? Lover. She gestures wildly at the many sheets of paper that adorn their desk. They raise an accusatory brow at her. At least Ames hasn't swatted at my epaulets like a cat, I suppose. Piper snorts. Yeah, those things are begging for it. You have them too. She looks down at her shoulders, poking at the silver tassels and looking thoroughly unimpressed. But they're not as fancy as yours. I clear my throat, trying to snap myself out of my little stupor and thinking how thankful I am that Piper's here. If she wasn't, we'd never make it on time. Not with them looking at me like that. Like that. Just staring up at the ceiling. I love Piper so much, I'm stupid. Fair enough. Right, yes, we should finish this thing. Before I step away to join Piper around the other side of the desk, August grabs me by the arm and tugs me near, flush against them. They lower their voice, their blue eyes dragging over my form like a caress. You look incredible too, Lieutenant. Then they let go of me, as if they haven't just set my heart racing.
Come on, lovebirds. We don't have all year.
It's not my fault! I steel myself and take a seat beside Piper. August leans over and pushes her boots off their desk with a raised brow before they lay out a set of papers in front of us.
We need to come to an agreement on all of this, and fast. I have an hour until my speech, and I'd quite like to not fuck it up.
You know exactly what I don't agree with. Everything else is fine.
I'm still gonna say it's barbaric. It's not the playthrough for that. also isn't the I just don't want to know. We need a stronger alliance. Like, just fuck off. I'm not. Yes. It's not doing it. I go to them and tug their hands away from their hair, lacing their fingers together and squeezing tightly. They squeeze back. Why were you? Okay, you were fiddling with your braid because you're nervous. I'm like, why are your hands in your hair? Like, chill. You were made for this. Savor it. I just don't want to let anyone down. His shadow lingers over me. No, it doesn't. None of them know what he did, and they won't either as far as they're concerned. This is a natural progression, and it is. Despite all that Harry did, it would still be you staying up there if he stood down gracefully. You deserve it. I smile and release my hands. Let's go! Let's go! It passes in a blur. I watch Piper get her title back, the highest ranking hunter in Lunaris, after me. She smiles the whole time, staring out into the crowd as they cheer for her. She's given extra honors for her involvement in the Harry investigation. None of these people who clap and grin for us know what really happened, but they don't care. All they care is that they're safe. Step up to the podium and listen to August talk, but it feels like I'm underwater, like everything is muffled and far away. Why me? Expected them to shrug and respond with why not, but they didn't. This is all the same. There was no talk about like about how MC is like human, like there was with Ezra and Finn, because like there was like that scene where it was just like, just because they had to drink shitty blood doesn't mean you're not human. There wasn't a scene like that with August. Before either of us could be swept away by the crowd of eager townsfolk, I quickly take August by the hand and usher them into a quiet corner just outside of headquarters. They sink back against the wall, melting against the stone. Thank the stars for you. I am afraid. Now I'm just afraid of every interaction that we have. Because what if I need to hit the just chatting button to hide it, you know? Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. I laugh, feeling as relieved as they look. May I steal you away, Lieutenant?
Absolutely. As scandalous as it might be, I'd rather not spend my evening shaking hands with people who loathed me only months ago.
Fair enough. But you have a pretty coat and an important name now. They grin, their brow rising.
I'm still your boss, you know? You can't sass me. Too much.
Maddie, please. I shrug, taking their hand and lacing our fingers together. But I do enjoy it when you get annoyed. August rolls her eyes, but they lack any true exasperation. Come on, I want to do something normal. For once! But watch that normal thing just be horny. Which it is normal, but like, please. Please, just not this time. The second I placed a glass of imported red in August's hands, they became a different person. My person. The one I know from sitting in front of the fireplace at home reading terrible, smutty romance novels and laughing until wine comes out of our nose. Why am I surprised? I saw a tweet about one of the mini stories about August, and I was like, the fuck? And now, because I read that, yeah, I know, Jag. I know, I saw the tweet. I saw it. We can't stream that on the Twitch. We can't. It said be normal, and yet they just won't be normal. They're in their element out here amongst the colorful stalls and twinkling lights, and happiness looks good on them. As we walk and eye the goods on display, August nudges me with their shoulder, tilting their head and looking at me like I hung the moon. Thank you. This is nice. A little normalcy. Normalcy. God damn it. A little normalcy. Fuck! I can't speak! Normalcy. A little normalcy. God damn it! Normalcy. Thank you. Hard A. A little normalcy before the Fuck! Ah! This is my voice acting audition. A little normalcy before the inevitable madness never hurts. Okay. Moving on! They sigh, but they're still smiling. Thank you, Jenna. I'm excited to be busy again, especially now that I sleep well. We come to a quiet corner where the crowd thins, a spot for sitting and talking, and August stops dead in their tracks, setting their glass aside. I am in love with you. I look at them sometimes and can't believe they're mine. I am in love with you. If I wasn't, we wouldn't have played all of this freaking storyline because, oh boy! I think about how far away they are from the overworked Enforcer I met back in Ezra's shop all those months ago, and my heart soars. I'm a hunter, they're an Enforcer. There are so many things I love about August, but the most important thing is how they've come to see how truly special they really are.
Can you believe this is Lunaris? Look at how happy everyone is.
They gesture to the smiling faces that surround us, and everything feels like it's fallen into place. They're free now, all of them, us too. A blush kisses their cheeks from the cold or the wine, I'm not too sure, but it's stunning against their pale skin. I watch them take it all in, the warm glow of the lights that surround us making them shine. There are violets in their eyes when they look at me. Okay, they're in public, so hopefully what happened before will happen now. Hopefully. You think I would learn? Like, I would be like, oh, I see what happens. And I would learn, but I don't. I don't learn. So, what can you do? You will be stupid. It's not even a maybe stupid. You will be stupid. You are buying one. No! Considering that they're both the General Lieutenant of Escria, they really cannot be doing that shit. But who am I to learn from my mistakes? Who am I? Who? I take their hand and step close, brushing my lips over their knuckles. They watch me with a raised brow, that trademark expression that others may see as smug or cold, but I know August's warmth. It seeps from their every pore, as fierce and as free as their magic. August is lightning, and they are mine.
Kiss me.
Oh my god, okay! This last one is sold out, sad times. I don't hesitate, bitch! I find myself smiling somewhere between the soft curve of their mouth and the sweet press of the tongue. I swear that lightning flashes somewhere in the distance, my perfect storm. I've never had anything that felt as much as home as them. Is that it? Are we done? Yeah, we are. Okay, bye. I was like, don't do anything weird for the end of the game. Please. God. That was a lot. That entire storyline with them is so much. Like, we thought Finn and Ezra was a lot, and it was. It was a lot. But it was not as much as August. And I'm saying that with the knowledge that I have that y'all don't know, because I didn't let you see it because I'm not in the business of that. So, alright. But, well, we've romanced August. We have romanced August. We did it. We did it! And there's only one locked. So, is that this one is very pretty from like here up, but like that one has like major ass in it. So, is that. I love that like I couldn't like remember when this one was. Alright, well, that's August, and I am in love with them, despite all of like the pain and suffering they put me through. I'm reading some of this shit on stream and having to cover up the screen when I shouldn't have had to, when I wasn't prepared for it, when it didn't say kiss them sluttily, you know? I mean, that is the print I am probably buying, fair. I'm too stupid. Fair. I mean, yeah. I don't know, I think my favorite one might be this one. I don't know. I do really like this one, but there's a lot of ass in it. This one is nice as well. I don't know. You want that one? Which one do you want? The ass one? Not the ass one. Which one? Which one? The last one? Oh, this one. Yeah. Yeah. I am in love with them. So there's that. I would get all of them. Oh boy. There's like so many Ezra ones that we don't have. There's only one of these that we don't have, which is behind the mini story, I believe. But if one of the mini stories is about the smutty romance novels, I can't stream that. I don't know which one that is, but we won't be streaming it, that's for fucking sure. The only one that we have available right now is this one. Which I believe we can play this one on stream, but we're not gonna play it right now. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. The one about the smutty novel is the third one, thank you. Remind me not to stream that one. Or if I'm going to stream it into the Discord. I don't need to be put through that on stream. 4-hour stream of Aim's reaction to what they're seeing. I am still shocked and appalled. Like, yes, it was a kiss option while August was in their robe. But why? Discord stream would be great. I could at least get like properly smashed during it. Drinking heavily through that, so maybe I'd get through that. They did what? Twitch can't even blame me for that one. Like, I had no idea. Like, that's not my fault. But that was August's roots, so there's that. Alright. I was gonna play something else, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna exit.